Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I plucked this wig, bleached this wig, customized this wig, and put everything on my head, and I filmed it all for you guys, down to the plucking and the bleaching. Now, this hair is from the original queen hair, okay? And let me tell you, the only problems that I had with this wig was that the hairline was really thick, so I had to pluck it a lot, which made me over pluck it, you know? I over plucked it, so then I kind of had to do some magic or whatever. But besides that, we're gonna get right into the video, and I'm gonna quit talking. So this hairline is thick, y'all. Like, there's no gradient effect. It just has a few little hair, then it gets really thick. So obviously we need to pluck it. The knots are small. I can appreciate the knots, and I can appreciate the lace is really thin. The knots are thin as hell. I'm only going to bleach them because you can see there's some black hair, and I can see, I'm just being crazy though, because the last time that I even bleached my red knots, you couldn't even tell that I had bleached them, really. So, but I'm still gonna bleach them. Yeah, so this is the wig. This is everything that it's giving. I use BW2, okay, and I use 40 volume developer. So I always start off with 2 scoops. That was 1. And even that's like, you know, a little more than 2 scoops. So the point of bleaching the knots, so you can intuitively kind of try to understand, you don't want the bleach to seep through the knots, to seep through the hair. I don't even know if this is gonna work too well, because like I said, when you bleach knots, you usually do black hair, you know, so it'll make the black knots blonde, so it can make it easier to blend in with the wig cap, give you a little more just area to play, like it just blends it in more, okay? And you literally see that with the black hair. But so for red hair, like I said, I had like another red wig. It really didn't even bleach, but I don't know, we're gonna see, we're both seeing. But this is what I do for my regular wigs, regardless, every wig that I have. So I'm gonna pour about this much, and I'm so sorry, I wish I could get an exact measurement, but you guys will see, not too much. Maybe a little more. However much that was, and I'm just gonna begin to mix it. And you want to mix it just until it becomes like a really thick icing. You want to be able to smooth this on to the wig. For me to be with you. So this is very chunky, like it's little like cottage cheese type. So I'm just gonna add a little more developer, not too much, and continue stirring. Security, if it's not meant to be, it's not my responsibility. Just looking for love. Okay, so now we're getting to a creamy type of consistency. A telltale sign when I first started doing it, like when I didn't know really what I was doing, if you can hold up, you know, if it's thick like this and it can hold something up, then 9 times out of 10 you're good. You just don't want it to seep through your knots. So I am hot combing the hairline back just so I won't get any loose hairs in the bleach. This process is kind of unnecessary because, like I said, it's red hair, so I don't know that it's not even going to, you know, do anything. But if it was black hair, this is the whole process I would do. The consistency is thick, so it won't seep through, and even if it does, you still want that little blondish look on the scalp because your scalp is fairly light. So I'm just gonna leave this on for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back for plucking. So I'm gonna try to make this as detailed as I can. This hair is wet. I just finished washing the bleach out of it. You can't really tell, like I said, but so I'm combing it back, and I'm going to part out the baby hairs. And I use two types of tweezers. I use the regular tweezers and then the really pointed tweezers, but I will show you guys those when I get there. So I'm pulling the hairline really tight, as tight as I can, like pulling it back tight, and I am just plucking randomly, but not in the same space. And I'm very particular to pluck behind the hairline, not right in the front, but behind it, so it could give me a little more room for error. But I left it in real time so you could see, you know, how fast or slow I'm actually going. I'm not super fast. It's like one by one taking the hairs out, and I'm just plucking it out. You can kind of start to see a little gradient effect happening, but I'm plucking and then I comb it to see what I'm doing. Another important thing, and when I said I pull it tight, I meant I pull it flat. That's what I meant. I'm pulling it very flat so I can see what it's going to look like when I hot comb it when I'm done. But another important tip is the white towel underneath. It makes it a lot easier to see the hairline, obviously, as you can see. But so I'm just plucking the hairline, and make sure you're plucking at the hairline. It makes it easier to take the hair out when you're actually, like, you know how if you were pulling a hair out of your chin, you would want to get, or your even chin, or even your eyebrows, like you want to get as close to the root of the hair. Same thing with when you're plucking hair. Try to make sure that you're getting close to the root. And so here with my pointy tweezers, I am just, going in with flair. I can't even really tell you what I'm doing, but I'm making it more hair-like strokes, I guess. So I'm kind of done with that first little section. I'm moving over. So I'm just going to let you guys watch, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm plucking and make sure I'm pulling it flat back so I can see what I'm doing better. And I just pluck and pluck and pluck, making sure I'm not in the same spaces. And the white towel is really helping me see what I'm doing. So I'm going to leave this on for a while so you guys can see. Maybe I'll do a little time lapse, but you guys will hopefully get the picture. I'm sorry, it's not really a technique or an exact map of what to do. It's just really plucking hair out to make the hairline thin. Random spots so you don't get a bald spot. And the more that you practice it, the better that you will get. You really have to visualize it. Like, you have to visually see the hairline, and you'll get better the more that you do it. So, and that's with anything, right? Obviously. But so, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on and let you guys see what I do. You're breaking down the door. Don't make me go, no. I just wanna hold you. I need no control, no. Would you let So I'm going to go behind what I plucked, and this is just all the hair that was plucked out. It's really easy to take out. Just pull it down and pull it out. But I'm gonna go behind the hairline right there, and then I'm going to start plucking again just to make it a little gradient, make it look a little bit more natural. I'm making sure not to pluck anywhere that I already have. So doing the same thing, and I do this all around the hairline. I pluck, then I go behind it, do the same thing all over. And after all of that, this is all the hair that came out. So I know it may look like a lot, but it isn't at all. So don't be discouraged or scared. Like, that is all the hair that came out. Okay, so I cut my lace before I glue it down. I just started doing that because that's what I saw Tay does. He cuts the lace, then puts it on. So yeah, right now I'm just making sure it fits around, seeing like, you know, that it fits when I glue it down. For the most part, it's not too much lace or anything, which it isn't. So I fold it back, and I'm going to do about 2 layers of glue, I think. This is an old cap, or I would have showed y'all the wig cap method that I use, but whatever, sorry. So I just put glue down, and so around the edges, always just be sure, like where the cap is, the end of the cap, I'm always sure to like wipe down. So I'm wiping up like on the cap, but then along the edge I'm wiping down. So obviously the edges of the cap will be flat and not like rolled up. So that's just that little tip. I mean, I would hope nobody is rolling it up, but whatever, you never know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to place it down, and then I'm just gonna put a strap on and then blow dry the strap, and then I will be styling the edges. So this part, like I said, is like the easiest part. You just put it down, make sure you're placing it where it needs to be placed, which is along the hairline. Okay, bye. Okay, so now we're on everybody's favorite part, which is the baby hairs. Now I use a little cheat code. I can clearly see where like my little baby hairs pop out from underneath because they're like stuck on my head. But so I kind of like, you know, follow that. But a trick is where my eyebrows, like the arch of my eyebrows start, is where the front of the, like the part closest to my forehead, so where the arch of my eyebrow, that's where the front of the baby hair is going to start, and then where it ends is where it's going to end, so it won't be too much. That's what I kind of do. And then I'm gonna cut it and curl it with my little baby flat iron, and then that's where the magic gonna happen. I want to take a tea from my top. If you stand around, it's only I would like. Every time I was a glass and drive to black. Bring you a song, do you wanna hear it now? They bring your friends along to find the cloud. Cause I need to breathe, I wrote it just for you. So I use the same thing I use on my real baby hairs or my wig baby hairs, which is a toothbrush and some edge control and my finger. So I'm just brushing it into the shape that I want it. It's already curled, so man, I wish I could tell y'all how to actually do it, but I've been doing it for so long, I just know what I want it to look like. But you're just doing a swoop motion and then smoothing it with your finger, literally. I found the street with a house in which she stayed. And my diary's full of her name on every page. Cause I read somewhere you'll fall in love with me. I'll try again one day you'll see. Your hands under my pillow so I sleep. And I'm dreaming of you, leaving bruises on my feet. I'm obsessed with you in a way I can't believe. When you wipe your tears, do you wipe them just for me? Do you wipe them just for me? I'm hating on my knees. It's so much that I need. I've ordered you today, everything like art. I want to take a tea from my top. If you stand around, it's only I would like. Every time I was a glass and drive to black. Bring you a song, do you wanna hear it now? They bring your friends along to find the cloud. Cause I need to breathe, I wrote it just for you. What's the need for them, it could be just us two. I'm obsessed with you in a way I can't believe. When you wipe your tears, do you wipe them just for me? Do you wipe them just for me? I'm hating on my knees. It's so much that I need. wraps it up for the video, you guys. So like I said, the hairline was really thick, but if you pluck it and you know what you're doing, you're good to go. And then the color matching, it looks much better in person. I don't know why it's looking like this on camera, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Queen Hair. I love this hair. It's fire. It's hot. My upper lip is sweating. That's ghetto. It's hot. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.